Hello, hello. We made it to Friday. We finished our first week of at-home learning, and we all survived, and we are hopefully ready for the weekend. So today we are going to finish up with page 323. I have it on the screen behind me, and it's also here. So you're going to go ahead and grab that out of your distribution packet. And what I want to do today is I want to read through the word problems with you. I want to remind you of how we can write them on the side where there's some blank space, work it out, and then bubble in our answers. So I am going to do number 8 with you guys, and then you're going to do 9, 10, and 11. You're going to snap a picture and upload it either to Google Drive using the Turn-In link, or you can use that show me your work QR code and do it that way, or you can just send it in an email. Either way, somehow to get your work to me for this week. So go ahead and get that out. Get your dry erase board if you need it to draw tallies. Get a pencil. Again, if I'm reading too fast, you can pause and restart the video, but we're going to go ahead and get started. So this is page 328, and we are going to start with word problem number 8, and it's at the top, okay? It says, there are 288 potatoes packed in crates. There are 160 potatoes in plastic bags. How many potatoes are there? Sorry. So we've got some potatoes in a crate, which is like a box, and some potatoes in a bag. And they want to know how many we've got kind of all together. It doesn't say that, but if we kind of do that, that's what we're thinking. So we know that anytime we hear the keyword all together, we are going to add. That's what we've been practicing this week. That is what this is over. So I am going to write it out to the side and then kind of hold it up so you can see. So just over to the side right now, I am lining up 288 plus 160, and then I'm drawing my line. So I am going to hold it up for you to see. And every problem's got some blank space over to the side. So that is where you can write your problem out. And we're going to go ahead and solve that together. So if we solve in the ones column and we do 8 plus 0, we know any number plus 0 is always the number. So we're going to write 8 in our ones column. When we get over to our tens column, we are adding up 8 plus 6. Okay, so I'm going to give you a second to do that with tallies. Again, if I'm talking too fast, you can pause the video, draw your tallies, your circles, use a number line, and then come back. Okay, so when I add up 8 plus 6, I get 14. Okay, and we know that we cannot write a 2-digit number in that spot. So we are going to break it apart. Remember, we practiced doing that before spring break. So we are going to write our 4 and carry our 1. And I am going to circle now all 3 numbers in the hundreds column so you can see that there. Because when I added up 8 plus 6, I got 14. So I wrote my 4 and I carried my 1, and then I circled them all in the hundreds column right there. So I didn't forget to add all 3 numbers. So now I'm adding 1 plus 2 plus 1. And 1 plus 2 is 3. 3 plus 1 is 4. So my answer is 448. Okay, so now I need to find that number down here in the answer choices. So one thing I like to do is I like to circle it first just to help focus my brain. And then I can look for it down here. So I can go through each one. I can start with the first one. Is this the same as this? 448, 448. Yes, it is. But I'm going to keep going just to double check. 428, 448. Those are not the same. So that is not it. 348, 448. Those are not the same. So my answer would be this one right here. So I am going to bubble that one in because the problem, the answer that I got when I solved the problem is there, and that is what it is right there. Okay? We talked about this a little bit before spring break. If you solve your problem and you've got your answer, what you think is your answer, and you do not see it as an answer choice, that's probably a good sign letting you know that you made a mistake somewhere. So that is a good place to go back and check yourself, redo it over, double check your tallies, and make sure you did everything correctly. So I am going to go ahead and I am going to read number 9, 10, and 11, and I'm just going to read them. You can pause the video, solve it, and then come back. And then as you work those out, when you're done, again, if you will snap a picture, upload it to Google Classroom using that Turnitin link that you've been using for Miss Songer, Miss Davis all week long for your other assignments. Or you can use the Show Me Your Work QR code. You can email it to me. Any way you need to get it to me to let me know what you did this week, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and read number 9. Again, when I'm done, you can pause it, and then I will read 10 and 11. Number 9 says, Bennett Farm has 344 apple trees. Nolan Farm has 382 apple trees. How many apple trees did these two farms have? Okay, you can go ahead and write your equation to the side. Don't forget your line underneath. Solve and bubble in your answer. You can go ahead and pause it now and come back. And now we're going to go to number 10. Number 10 says, in the morning, 374 people visited the aquarium. In the afternoon, 530 people visit. How many people visit the aquarium during the day? So again, over to the side, you're going to go ahead and write 374 plus 530. Don't forget your plus sign and to draw your line underneath. You're going to solve and bubble in your answer. You can go ahead and pause now, and then when you come back, we'll be ready for number 11. Number 11. There are 2 schools in the town of Madison. Memorial School has 453 students, and Lincoln School has 438 students. How many students go to school in town? So again, over to the side, you will write 453 plus 438. One of the strategies that we've talked about before is to circle our numbers so we know exactly what we're writing. Write that over to the side. Don't forget your plus sign and to draw your line underneath. And then you will use tallies, circles, number line, hundreds, charts, whatever you have access to. I put some of those things in your bag. And then when you solve your answer, you will match it to a bubble answer. Snap me a picture and turn it in. Okay? I hope you guys had a great first week of at-home learning. It is supposed to be somewhat nice outside this weekend, so maybe you can take a break from schoolwork and have some fun outside and be ready to go Monday morning. Next week, we will be doing an animal research project, so over the weekend, you can think about what animal you might want to know more about. Okay?